Rob, of course, I say back at home on Saturday. Of course, your first home game as interim manager coming up tomorrow against Fylde. So, first of all, just how much are you looking forward to getting a game in at Gateshead Stadium?
Yeah, no, very much so. Looking forward to watching the lads at home. I think it's always special when you play at home, and especially helps implement everything about us in terms of having the fans there. Being on that front foot. And just enjoying the occasion, really. Obviously for myself, standing out there for the first time will be a nice pride moment, but just really looking forward to watching the lads play and continuing the work from Tuesday.
Yeah, and you mentioned Tuesday there. I imagine you've had a bit of a chance now to kind of review things. Obviously, when you're there, you kind of watch it from the sideline. It can be a bit different to when you then review the footage from in the stands and see things you maybe didn't see during the actual game itself. Yeah,
spot on. I think we all felt the first half was a little bit more 50-50 and probably wasn't sort of where we wanted to be at, but on review, actually, I think we dominated the first 15 minutes, and their goal come from their first attack. Obviously, it's an unbelievable finish, so sometimes you have to hold your hands up. But ultimately, I was really pleased from Tuesday with the reaction, the intensity the lads wanted to work at, and the calmness of our play. And obviously, the reaction second half was just second to none, and I think it summed up the character of this group and the squad. And everyone there, and I think that's the big thing for me, is we can't ever come away from that our strength is our togetherness, and our strength is not just the individual but the person next to us as well.
Yeah, and with Fylde coming to the stadium here tomorrow, I mean, they got themselves a win on Tuesday. Obviously, they're under kind of caretaker management at the moment, so a bit of a period of transition for them. Obviously, they had a bit of a tough start, but like say, a win on Tuesday is no doubt going to give them a bit of a boost coming here on Saturday.
Yeah, no, obviously watched the game from Oldham. Excellent team, really good energy, really good individuals, get a lot of shots and crosses off. We know it's going to be a tough game. We know that they carry a massive threat, especially in and around our box and on the counter attack. So we're going to have to manage the game. Obviously, do our homework on it, give the lads the information on them, but ultimately we want to keep concentrating on us, keep concentrating on getting better, keep working on the things that we've sort of asked the last week or so, and the lads are taking on board in training, in terms of that structure and that sort of constant intensity when we don't have the ball. But ultimately, I think every team at this level now, they carry massive threat, and we've got to be aware of that, but we've also got to make sure we don't take away from ourselves.
Yeah, and you mentioned a little bit in terms of this week, having a bit more time, obviously, as time goes on to kind of implement things on the training ground and things like that with the boys. So how do you and the rest of the coaching staff kind of feel about how things are going at the minute? Obviously, because initially for you it was a bit of a whirlwind of trying to get everything set in place, and now you've had a bit of time for lads to digest what you're trying to get across and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's not hugely different. I think that's the biggest thing we had to stress. We're not asking the lads to do too much different to previous. Obviously, being a part of it myself, I'm not going to come in and completely change it, and the proof's in the pudding, in my opinion. We're still very much a young squad who are developing every week and learning every week, and I think the big thing for me at the moment is settling down into the role, settling down with the lads, getting our mentality right, making sure that our mentality towards the game in terms of ourselves, the way we set up, the way we play is spot on, and the lads keep understanding that we want to control the game in and out of possession on our terms. Now that's not always going to be the case, but as long as we have that mentality to do that, and the lads take on the instruction, which they have, they've been brilliant, and ultimately Louis and Mags have been tremendous in the workload they've taken on so quickly, but the lads deserve most of the credit because they've just cracked on as normal and shown that real intensity and desire in training and open-mindedness, if that's a word, to the new messages and to ourselves as well.
Yeah, and we mentioned the fan side of thing on Tuesday. Obviously, in the triple figures, the attendance in the away end. We mentioned obviously quite a good amount of noise as well, and a bit of support for the boys. So, from your point of view, coming home on Saturday, hopefully more of the same, but just on a larger scale, numbers-wise, for you.
Yeah, definitely, and I think it didn't go unnoticed. Tuesday, the support from the fans was incredible after the game when the lads went over. It's a nice tradition we've got going there, and I think obviously it's the lads paying that respect to the fans for the travelling they do for us away, and also I think for the fans appreciating that connection with the players. But at home, looking obviously bringing the noise, bringing the support, and I think it's good to address that. Our fans, probably the last few years since since the club sort of restarted with Mike and Ian is that there's a clear way we want to play, and I think everyone's behind that now and everyone understands. So that sort of that support when we're keeping the ball and we're playing out from the back, and it's something to look forward to, and it's something to get behind the lads and be brave and sort of enjoy that bravery we play with. So it's nice. There's hopefully a big cohesion between sort of the football club, the fans, and everyone at the moment, and we just got to keep enjoying it. That's the biggest word I keep trying to use is enjoyment. If you can't enjoy good moments and good people and good support coming to watch good football, then you're never going to. And from my opinion, everyone seems to be enjoying it both on the pitch and off of it. So we just got to keep that going.
And in terms of the fitness and availability side of things off the back of Tuesday, how are all the boys looking at the moment? Yeah,
all good. Yeah, obviously Tinks is going to get a scan next week, so we'll see the extent of that. Hopefully it's good news. But other than that, no, we're pretty much at full strength with everyone. So again, makes my life a little bit more difficult trying to pick a team and a squad. But again, the support of the lads and sort of their the way they've been with that has been fantastic. And there's lots of games coming up. We've got the Cup, we've got Saturday, Tuesday coming up in a couple of weeks again. So yeah, it's important that whoever gets the shirt at the moment and whoever's influencing it from the bench, that we all buy in together, because football changes so quickly, and we all need to understand our roles and responsibilities, and also understand that we're in it together and we're a team, we're a squad first and foremost. And if one does well, we all do well. We win and lose together, and if we have that mentality going forward, which we've always had, and we're just going to keep on, then yeah, we're in a good place.